My name is Gladys Martinez, and I am your host today. And today we have a very, very special guest with us. We have Druv Mistry in the house, bringing the mystery to the chai game. Yes, Druv, welcome. We're excited to have you here with us today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been an amazing journey so far.
Yes. I mean, I'm so excited I know I had reached out to you a while ago through Instagram, like, hey, can I interview you on the podcast? You were like, let's do it.
I'm me?
Yeah.
Podcast?
Of course. Let's do it, right? It's like you got to tell your story about Samadhi Chai and how it started. So let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get started.
Tell us a little bit about the origins of Samadhi Chai, like why you started this business and why is it dear to your heart?
Yeah. So it started with, during the COVID time, me and my mom were doing like this kind of underground, like Indian catering thing, and we sold one dish called bambaji. Mm-hmm. And my mom, the chai masala mix that she got shut down years ago. And she decided to make her own like a few years back. And me and my brother were always like, hey, should sell the chai masala, see how it is. It's delicious. It's one of the best chais we've had. My mom was like, nah, I'm not really for me. But then when we started selling the bambaji dish, we would, I told my mom, like, hey, let's fill up them a little bit of the chai masala and sample it out and see how it goes. And they were like, this is the best chai masala we've ever had. We'll take it in spades.
I second that, guys. It's so good.
And so it just from there, and then we just decided like, hey, you know what? Once the COVID kind of ended, we're like, hey, you know what? Let's give this a honest to God shot. My mom's more like, we'll let ideas float. And I'm more like, hey, you know what? Let's just go for it. Yeah. And my brother's more of like, hey, you need skill to do these things.
The structure,
You're the backing of like how to actually do this.
Yeah.
And so working with family has been a joy. It's been cool. And so we've just been a family business. We went to Clovis Culinary.
Yeah.
Like we literally were like, hey, there's a culinary kitchen here.
Yeah.
We literally knocked on the door. No email, nothing. We're like, hello? And then I just see Chris, who's the kitchen manager, just pop through the window and just like slowly wave. And I'm like, she opens the door and she was busy at the moment. And she's like, hey, come back on the kitchen on Wednesday. We'll do a whole tour and all this stuff. And we were like, okay, question mark. And it's just like, okay, what's happening here? And then we show up on Wednesday and she gives us the whole kitchen tour. Amazing person. She made it so easy. Like all the stress immediately was just like, and she gave one of the best advice. She was like, look, if you are stressed doing this, come talk to me. I will help you through this. And I'm like, by my lucky stars.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times when you enter these things, you're just kind of thrown into it.
Yeah.
And you kind of hope you know what to do. But Chris is given like a structured path. Like it is crazy.
Yeah.
And so we got started through the Clovis Culinary Center. And then and literally the first week, she's like, hey, I got 2 events. Do you want to do them?
Yeah.
And it is crazy. Like for like, even like we were literally just like an idea phase.
Yeah.
And we had like experimented at home. So we already had like the masala and all that stuff. And she's like, hey, if you want to do this, we can have literally an event like in 2 weeks. And it's crazy to go from idea to like 2 weeks. And we went to the Old Town Clovis Market. Mm-hmm. And first night, we brought 20 bags. And we're like, we have no idea what we're doing. And within an hour, we sold out.
It was gone.
It was gone. I'm like, this is crazy.
Concept proven. Like, let's jump into this.
Yeah, exactly. And we used to have like big coffee bags. So we filled each one with 120 grams. So when we hold the bag, like 90% of it was like empty. And I was just like looking at the bag like, ooh.
Prototype stages, right? It's the prototype. This is not the finished product.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like the night before I was on Canva, just like, I put like so much text on it.
Yeah.
Like my logo was just like a simple font. And I'm like, this is going to have to work. And I put like a mega big story. And then like the instructions were like in like 2 font.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening
here? Yeah.
I literally got to the market and then reality hit me. And I'm like, oh, I don't even you can barely even read the instructions. What did I do here? But luckily, like we went to Old Town Clovis. It was a super smooth experience. Everybody out there is great. And we ended up selling out on our first night ever.
Yeah.
So to see like, hey, well, because when we started with Dali, which was like the Indian catering thing, we weren't sure like Indian people will enjoy Indian chai because it's just so ingrained in the culture.
Yeah.
But to bring that to other communities and be like, hey, will this enjoy this as well? And then when we went out there and people loved it, they're like, wow, this is like so flavorful and it's so fresh.
Yeah.
And it was a rewarding moment. And so it was a very, very cool experience.
And to bring it into other cultures, right? Like yours was the first chai that I had ever tried before, because I'm always like a coffee gal, right? And I'm like, well, I've heard of chai. Yeah, I've tried matcha, but I'm like, chai, like, what is that? Like, I don't know, right? And then when I tried your chai, and I was like, whoa, this is really good. But then when we tried the chai where we had tried it at before, we're like, yeah, this does not compete with Samadhi Chai. But, you know, you start to learn the difference of what a chai really is, and then the story behind it, right, that you tell. But you mentioned something about you guys started off as like selling what was the name of it?
It was called Bambaji. So
what is Bambaji? To
Bambaji
give
like
our listeners some context
the
on that.
best way I can put it, it's like it's pressure cooked. It's like Indian salsa almost. That's the best way I can put it.
Ooh.
It's pressure cooked tomatoes, spice mix, and like tomatoes. And it all becomes like this almost gravy like consistency. And you have like this bread. It's usually called bhav.
Oh, it's not like the naan.
No, it's different. So like Indian culture has got like it's have different types of like naan.
Yeah.
Like in like Gujarati food, we have these things called roti, paratha, and all these different things that it's like all different things. But bhav is like a specific bread made specifically for this one dish. And so we just did it with sourdough bread, called it a day, and like cooked it with some butter.
You're like, it's a fusion.
And people would come back for it because it was one of those things. It's a luxury food. Like if you go to India right now and you went to a street vendor, which I'll be like, you're really tossing your health out there, right? You're like, I'm rolling the dice here.
We've seen it on social media.
Exactly. Sometimes you're rolling the dice there. And so it's like you eat it with your hands, you tear it, and it's just like it's a hearty meal. It's so good. It's vegetarian. It's delicious. And every time my mom makes it, I'm like, this is good.
Yeah. Nothing like mom's cooking, huh?
No.
Yeah.
It's like there's mom's cooking and there's like cooking everybody else loves too. Like, I remember you came out when you did our first chai sampling at the Mug, Fresno.
Yep.
And when we weren't sure about the Bambaji, we were like, Michael, Jordan, Jordan's the manager at the Mug on Champlain Parent, and Michael's the business owner. We're like, hey, can you try this Bambaji and just give us your honest opinions? And they both came back. They're like, we want more. We love it.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to see like how like started from like this weird like WhatsApp group of like just like a bunch of like Indian people like in the culture, and then growing to like literally a chai business that we're now in farmers markets. It's been an extremely awarding journey.
Yes.
It's been rewarding completely all the way through.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you here with us today. It's so excited to finally get to hear your story and for our listeners to hear more about how Samadhi Chai got started. So tell us, when someone takes that first sip, what do you hope they experience?
Our quote is hug in a cup, love in a sip.
Okay.
And so I just hope they feel like a little bit of relief. We have like very grounding spices, very much, but like on a more background level, like a lot of times, like especially like some people don't grow up easy. And chai is one of those things like, hey, you know what? This is a ritual that I do. Every drink feels like a reward. And like sometimes like life has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
I just hope that chai could be something that like no matter whether your day was the best and you get to reward yourself with chai, or your day was like absolutely bottom barrel, like this is rock bottom, but at least I can make a cup, chill out for 10, 15 minutes, and then tackle whatever I want afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's what I would really want to see from like people who have chai.
Yeah. Nice. So it's like take the stress away with some Samadhi Chai.
Exactly.
I like that.
It's not something like, it's not like coffee where you just pour it into a machine and all that stuff. It's like you take the pot, you have to put the spice mix, you got to wait for it.
Yeah.
And then you got to time it right. It's a whole ritual.
Yeah.
And every cup is your own cup. And when you just sip, it's one of those things like when it's raining outside, just stare out your window, you have a nice, delicious drink that just kind of grounds you and chills you out.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope. Like when I've had good days, I'm like, this chai is going to taste extra better.
Yeah.
And then when I have bad days, I'm like, damn, I really need that cup. Right? like
Yeah. No, definitely.
Chill out and relax.
No, yeah. And I mean, I think the secret ingredient to anything when we're dealing with food is that love we put behind it. And you mentioned your mom, she puts in a lot of love to what she does in cooking.
Mom, like when we're at the kitchen, right? Me and my brother.
So that smile of hers, oh my goodness.
She's amazing.
Beautiful. Yes.
Amazing. But me and my brother, we kind of like make jokes about it. But literally, when she's making the chai, she's got like Davy Prayer, which is like this YouTube playlist, and it's literally like prayer music. We're making the chai, and me and my brother, we try to change. She's like, no. She's like, we do this with love.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
And so, like, even when we're making the chai, there's just that music going on, and it's just like my mom's the type of person that like if she's had a bad day, she will not cook. Because it's one of those things that's just like, hey, your energy goes into the food.
Yes.
I've had a rough day. There's outside food for a reason. I want to make everything with the aspect of love in it.
Yes, that's beautiful. And it's true. You can tell, you know, when you cook something, like there's this famous saying in Spanish, like when we cook, like when we make salsa and if it's really spicy, it's like, were you mad when you made it? Because it's too spicy, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's like you have to put love behind it because I think food connects us. And especially if it's made for love, it's like you can feel the warmth through the food, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like two people can have the same egg, same amount of salt, same whatever, same exact cooking method, but two eggs will taste different.
Yep.
And in Indian culture, it's called karma. It's like it's
Garba, you said?
Karma, yeah.
Karma.
And
Okay,
it's almost like so. What karma is? It's the energy that you put behind
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Like two people can be reading a book, but the way that they feel about how they're reading the book can be completely two different things.
Yep.
It's more of like that energy goes into it. You are a vessel of energy. So no matter what you do, that energy comes across.
Yeah.
And so like when it comes to food especially,
Yeah.
you can taste when somebody did it out of pure love.
Yeah.
Whether they just did it to kind of get the day over. Like
Yeah.
they clock in, clock out.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference. And it's one of those things like any business owner relates that you will probably do it the best because you care about it the most.
Yep.
And so like every time we even go to the farmer's market and we make chai, it's me and my mom making the chai.
Yeah.
And it's literally we are there just like my mom's making it with love. And it's just like it's a fun experience. Even she's even rubbed off on me a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the beauty of it, right?
like when I put the sugar in, I'm like, I'm gonna do this with intention. That like I want somebody to thoroughly enjoy this chai that I'm gonna be at the farmers markets just out there sampling.
And that's so beautiful because you can create some sort of like, this is our thing for the family, right? And this is something that we can bring on for generations to come. Like, you know, me and my daughter will do tamales during the season, right? And that's like our daughter-mother connection time, right? It's connecting, right? And we're putting love behind it. And you can feel it when you try that tamale. So,
100%. Like even for us, like one thing that's really big, and not just in like in Samadhi Chai itself, but like in chai in general, it's how we build bonds with people.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger and I had to go to school and stuff like that, it was literally out the door, you come home, you have to get like study, all this stuff. I didn't spend a lot of time with my family. But as I grew older and I was starting and getting my own path going, my mom would make a morning cup of chai for herself. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take a cup. And then all of a sudden I've like spent 3 hours of my morning I don't even know what I've talked about for 3 hours, but I've been spending 3 hours with my mom. And it's gotten to the point where it's just like, I literally have to be like, Mom,
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
I love you, but I gotta go.
100%. Because there's days I'm like, I have a busy day. And then somehow I sit down and have chai. I'm like, it's only 9. I got like 10 minutes. And I look at the clock. I'm like, it's 10. I should really get going. My mom's just like, because my mom loves talking.
Yeah.
I love it. And so like, and it's like, it's crazy that like with loved ones, like, it's literally like you could talk for hours.
Yeah.
And it's just like you don't run out of things.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. It's just like you're just talking. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird because it's like if I had to talk to some random stranger, like the conversation is really going to die out after like 10 minutes. You're just going to sit there and do like that silent nod.
Yeah,
and
like,
you're just kind of both like, how do I actively leave this without looking terrible?
Yeah.
And so with my mom, it's very much just like hours.
Yeah.
Literally hours go by.
Yeah.
Every morning, I still don't understand it. Every morning, I'm literally sitting there and I'm just like,
over a nice cup of chai, right?
100%.
So let's talk about some of the growth and challenges, right? So what has been the hardest part of growing Samadhi Chai for you so far, and what has that experience taught you?
On a personal level, it is time. So one of those things is like we live in a culture where you want everything now, and it's one of those things. It's like, look, if a cake takes 10 minutes to bake at 345 degrees. I can't put it at 3,450 degrees and it'll cook in a second, right? I'm going to burn the cake, right? You have to take that time to really put each step forward, right? Because I like to think down the line. I love seeing like the logos, the branding, all these things. That's what that brings me a lot of joy. Because when I see like the logo on something, it's rewarding every time you see it. But that takes a lot of time. And you got to know so much about the behinds of it. Like some people look at a logo and they're like, oh, that's a logo, but it's not. Right? Like if I ripped off this logo right here off this water bottle, it's just like, okay, whatever. It's water. But like this one is like, oh, this is crystal geyser water. That means something to somebody. Yeah. And so like even with our logo, we started with a cup, like a traditional Indian cup. And now it's the elephant. And it's just like, it means deeper than just like, oh, that's just an elephant on a cup. Yeah. It's like, no, it's steadiness. It's slow. It's taking one step at a time. And there's that emotional backing to it. But you have to have that time to understand what do you really like. We don't just sell chai. Like it's not like, oh, here you go. We are more of like, hey, man, life gets tough sometimes. And honestly, a cup is just nice.
All you need.
It's all you need.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, no matter what problem you face, whether you're excelling or you're like really struggling, it is no matter which way you cut it, it is one step at a time. Yeah. You have to be at that step. And once you finish the step, you're not going to be on step 3. Yeah. You're going to be on step 2. Yeah. Once you get to step 2, you're not going to get to step 4. You're going to be on step 3. So literally take it bit by bit. Yes. Like one thing is just like doing one thing a day. No matter how small, as long as it moves the needle forward, you are fine. And so in trying to build something overnight, I've had to learn that it's like, hey, you know what? Today, if I just did this one thing, if I just got one new spice from this new manufacturer and I tested it, I
accomplished something today. Yes.
Exactly. Like a lot of business is tied to the metric of money. Yeah. But when you're starting off, you're literally like, wow, what happened? I had $100 today. And all of a sudden, I got 70. Where did that 30 go? But as a business, you kind of realize like those small costs. Yeah. You don't think about it, but it's one of those things that's just like, those same costs are investments. Yeah. They're not like, oh, what do I do to get more and more and more? It's like, hey, no, there's sometimes you spend a little bit to make investments, and there's sometimes you get more than you need. Yeah. And it's just like, and that too will evaporate if you don't use it right. It's knowing those decisions of like, the clarity of knowing of where you're going and who you're talking to will get you anywhere.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense, right? Because a lot of people are trying to move so fast in business, right? And it's like there's a process behind it, right? Because right now you're focusing on building your brand, right? And really identifying what are the ingredients, right? The quality of ingredients, where some people, they're just after the money. They don't care about the brand or nothing. Yeah. And then they wonder why they die out, right? Down the line because they didn't put the heart into it. Like, I'm actually building something to last, not just to go and make a quick buck.
It's not about the product. It's about the people.
Exactly.
Like, I enjoy every customer that we have. And it's just like, I didn't think I would go down this path in life. Like, if you asked me, like, hey, would you be here? And you got to talk to, like, younger me. It's like, bro, what are we doing? What happened here? It's just like, did we lose the plot? Yeah. No, but now that I'm here, it's very much like, no, I enjoy this thoroughly. Yeah. And it's just like, we could easily do powders and, like, shoot our margins up. We could
what was the other one that we tried? It was like a
syrups.
A syrup, right? That was like a concentrate. And I was like,
those are interesting because, like, you have to do it like a super concentrate, and they're like when we were first working with the mug, right? We went to the kitchen and we're like, okay, let's make some concentrate and test it out. Yeah, and it's just like we started with a 1-to-1 ratio, and then we diluted to 1-to-2, and we're like, the color looks pretty good, but like we tried it, and it was like, oh, this is questionable. And so we talked to another guy. I think his name's Jason. I think I forgot his company's name. I think it's called Valley Food, and he sells food here in the Valley Tuesdays and Saturdays. Okay. Delicious food. Yeah. But he helped us out. He's like, dude, you got to make this like a 5 concentrate. And so on a skill practical level, I had to dilute that 5 times over. And then you have to like do that like 100 times to get like 1 gallon.
You're and like, so it's not.
If you don't have the processes and systems already to make concentrate, it's going to be pretty tough. Yeah. Like, not to knock on concentrate. You still have to use the spices, but like if you're using bad powders and doing all these different things, you're just like, what's happening?
Yeah. And it's not really feasible as a startup, right? Like
it's not. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. It's like you can't do it.
You know what? I've heard that before. The juice is not worth the squeeze. That's awesome. Yeah. So let's talk about mentorship and small business resources and the big, F question. Finances, right? Yeah. I think that's a big question for all small businesses. Like, how am I going to fund this? How am I going to get the money to fund this, right? So tell us about, what's one reality about finances in the food business that surprised you once you started, and how has mentorship helped you navigate that?
I think mentorship-wise, it's one of those things that over the years, me and my brother, we've consumed so much business knowledge through YouTube, through our own businesses, that it was like mentoring was one of those things. It was less about guiding, more like it was more self-guided.
Yeah.
But I cannot doubt that Clovis Culinary Center has made this 30 times easier, maybe even 100. They literally, you can show up to the kitchen. Like they had their open house last year, and there was a guy who was selling tiramisu. And I was talking to him. I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? He's like, going pretty well. I'm like, when did you start? He's like, literally like 3 days ago. And he sold out that night. He's made 20 tiramisus, and he made money that night.
Yeah.
And how many culinary kitchens out there can help somebody start and make money within like 3 days?
Yeah.
Like that's nuts. That is phenomenal. And Clovis Culinary Center has been an irreplaceable. And they've done it not just for our business, literally every business.
Yeah.
Like, so many businesses are taking off at the kitchen. Like, there was these people who sold sushi at Vaughn's, and they made it and prepped it in the kitchen every single morning.
Is it, what is it?
It's like kitsugi.
Kitsugi, yes.
Sushi.
Yes.
And we just went to their grand opening in Kerman, and they now sell poke bowls. And they don't.
Nice.
And it's a bittersweet thing. It's amazing for them. But like, you don't get to see those people in the kitchen anymore. Because they've grown past. So it's one of those things. It's like, you see it go off, and it's like, but Clovis Culinary Center has been.
Yeah, they're awesome.
An amazing experience. Chris will 10 out of 10 help you out with anything you need. And if she does not know, she will sit there and be like, I don't know this. Which is, that honesty is amazing.
Yeah.
But she will help you figure it out and walk with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is a very hard thing to find.
Yeah.
Especially in an industry filled with a lot of unnecessary red tape.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And having somebody that knows and guides you along the way, it makes things a little less stressful, because business, being an entrepreneur, is stressful as it is, right? But
it is. Really
being able to have somebody that, hey, I've been through this, I know a little bit about this, let me help you avoid some costly mistakes, right?
The one thing about entrepreneurship is, what's interesting about it is, the second you hit the next step, every information you learned before did not matter.
Yeah.
Like, you have already cleared that. You have to start fresh and learn everything at that step.
Yeah.
And then only, it's so weird, because it's just like, it's not like previous information keeps helping you go forward. It's literally like every step is a new step.
Yeah, definitely.
But when it comes to the finances of stuff, it's very interesting, because Clovis Culinary Center has put us in an interesting position in the fact that we've been able to make money since week 2.
Yeah.
It's literally not like, oh, how are we going to make money? Which is given our company the luxury of understanding how online sales work and how social media works. Because through Clovis Culinary Center and through our own efforts, we've been able to get into multiple markets. And it's just like, we've gotten to the point where there's so many markets now that it's just like, we have to pick and choose where we want to expend our energy at, which is a good problem to have.
Right? It's like, should I go here or should I go there?
And like the first...
Decisions.
And before, even when it comes to finances, like before making money, it's more of like, whether you're a business owner, it's more about making sure your product's right.
Yeah.
And always doing right by the customer.
Agreed. 100%.
Exactly. Like, your customers are number one.
Yes.
Right? Like, they are there for you. And when you start being like there's some crazy takes that like some people have with business, is like, people want to spend money.
Yeah.
People don't want to spend money. They worked hard for that. Everybody works hard for the money that they have. It's not just given to you. And if you have a product that people genuinely enjoy, and you've put in the effort of making it, they will help you out, because they want to see you win.
Yeah.
Nobody really, like, really brass tacks, nobody wants to see somebody else lose.
Yeah.
That's really it. And it's just like, when it comes to being at the markets, you are putting yourself out there. You are literally in the public, being like, hello,
Samadhi Chai over
I am here. Exactly. And so anybody who does something that's self-started, they're taking a risk.
Yeah,
and when
definitely.
And when you look at the finances starting off, you're like, oh, whoa. Because what happens is, when you start off, your self-belief in yourself is dictated by the amount of money you have in your bank account.
Yeah.
You are successful by the metrics of the money that you have in your bank. So if you're a company and you're building this amazing product, but all of a sudden you see $1,000, $400,
Yeah.
$200, $100, you're going to stress.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to stress.
Yeah.
But with that faith, have the faith in the product that you are creating.
Yeah.
Don't tie it to something metric.
Yeah. Transactional, right?
Exactly. Because then that's where you're going to be like, oh, let me cut corners here.
Yeah.
I use powders here versus I use real like cinnamon here.
Yeah.
Because then once you start tying it to money, you're going to try to find a way. Like, I think everybody should maximize the amount of money they make in a more moral way.
Yeah.
To keep it like, hey, you know what? This aligns with my morals.
Yep.
And I'm willing to, if I'm not willing to do it for myself, I shouldn't do it for somebody else.
Yes.
Same thing with, I think when you build a product like that and you take your time, you will get awarded eventually.
Agreed. I always say, like, follow purpose, not money, because when you're following the purpose behind what it is that you're doing doing it with, integrity. You're doing it with love because you don't want to go and put a product out in the market and not feel like happy about it and say like, oh, I cheated somebody out of that product, where it's like, no, I actually was able to get somebody to try this product and have a day to themselves and they were relaxed through my tea.
And even a lot of things, like as somebody who's built a business, you won't know the purpose of why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like you really won't. And it's just like there's days where you're like, I straight up want to quit.
Yep.
But when you tie yourself to the product you are creating, you don't even need to have a purpose. You're like, how do I improve this thing? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, then once you improve it to the point that you're like, you're comfortable with it, you're like, okay, how do I get somebody else to see the fruits of my labor?
Yeah.
And do it right and take your time with it.
Yeah.
It's just like, because honestly, there's some days that I wake up and I'm like, I don't see the purpose in this. Because that's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
It's the ups and downs of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, the peaks and valleys, so definitely.
Even tying it to purpose, like a lot of people are like, oh, everybody starts a business because they see green.
Yeah.
There's nobody who's just like,
I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to have my free time and it's going to be good, right?
Exactly. Everybody sees the green first.
Yes.
And then there's going to reach a point where you've built a product. Now you see you have more than you have. Now what?
Yeah.
And that's an interesting problem to have.
Yeah.
That's when purpose comes in. Being
definitely.
Like, once I'm safe, once I've built the business, it's just like, okay. That's why you see a lot of people who build businesses and they're just like, they kind of sell it because they don't know what's next.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want to do because the purpose isn't there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be. Mm-hmm. It really doesn't. But if you make a product that does right by people and you enjoy the process, do it as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, Druv, we're getting ready to wrap up, but tell our listeners where they can find you and try Samadhi Chai.
We are at Old Town Clovis starting May 1st. We will be there 5 to 9 every Friday nights.
Okay.
On top of that, you can find us at River Park on Tuesdays from 5 to 9. And every Saturday except the last Saturday of the month at River Park from 11 to 4.
And this is in Fresno, California,
California.
Yes.
And if you want to try chai and you don't have the chance to go to the farmer's market, you can find us at www.samadhichai.net. You can grab yourself a bag. If you like it, keep making yourself a delicious cup. And if you don't, no worries. Full refund, no questions asked.
So you heard it from the man himself, right?
100%.
Yes. So last thing, something that you want to share with upcoming food entrepreneurs that are trying to get into the food game. What's one piece of advice that you can give them?
Be 1% better every single day. As long as you're 1% better, you improve something 1%, which is a literal marginal thing. It will eventually stack up and you'll have something that is greater than you thought it would be. Everybody will underestimate what they can do. Everyone will overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but they will underestimate how much they can accomplish in 5.
Amen. Well, Druv, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing your story here with us today, your passion and your journey. We were so excited to have you here with us today, and we really appreciate you taking the time to share your story here with the Culinary Network. So before we end today, I want to acknowledge and give a huge thank you to Nate Gilbert and his team here at the Better Business Bureau for providing the amazing space here for us to be able to conduct our podcast. And also another special thank you to the Valley Small Business Development Center for their commitment to helping small businesses start, grow, and expand. So Thank you for the continued support for our entrepreneurs in our community. We appreciate you. Druv, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. This was fun.
Yes, thank you.